Okay. I'm not audible. The actually software is. I'm okay. I'm audible to Harshul. Okay, am I audible? Type yes. Okay. So we begin this session on emotional intelligence. Very welcome to all of you, and thank you for all of you for having your patience with this small adjustment, and which came abruptly. Okay, and everyone showed resilience in a very okay. Something is wrong. Okay, so what do you all understand by the word IQ? Before we talk about EQ, what do you understand by IQ? What is IQ? Okay, intelligence quotient. The full form is intelligent quotient. Okay, what is this quotient about? What kind of intelligence does it signify? Measure to okay, measure of the intelligence, right? Please, everyone, be active in the chat. I know this platform is very lame, but we have to just adjust for this one meeting on this platform, and after this we can have. Okay, intelligence quotient is identifies your intelligence, how intelligent the person is. Okay. What is emotional quotient? What is the difference between person being intelligent by the brain and intelligent by emotions? What is the difference? What you know till now? There are 16 members. I need 16 replies, please. Maturity. Okay, very nice. Emotional maturity. On the basis of score, we determine a person's mental capability to cope up emotionally. Okay. 16 people, 16 replies. Very lame software, but we have to adjust today. Dinesh says managing own and understand other people's emotions. Very nice. Okay, so I would define intelligent quotient as the ability. Okay, one is cognitive level thinking. Okay, EQ is the feeling level. Very nice. Khabar Shafi. Okay, emotional understanding of self and others. So I will define emotional intelligence is the ability to identify. Many people have told me identify. Okay, first is to know. Second is assess. Assess means to have a parameter to judge your feelings first. Okay, and control the emotions of oneself. How to control your emotions? Yeah, balance and the ability to understand your emotions. Very nice. Okay, next is of others, of yourself, and of groups. Balance. To strike a balance. To always think before speaking. Even to always analyze what you are thinking. Tell me something more about emotional quotient. What do you understand? Emotions used to facilitate social communication. Very nice. So in order that we communicate with people in the society, we should have a tool. Emotional quotient is how well you handle your emotions in different situations. Okay, tell me one situation where it is difficult to handle your emotion. Give me one situation where it is difficult to handle your emotion. Management of emotions. Anger. Very nice, Suman. Okay. Anger is one emotion during burnout. Yes. Conflict, stress. Anger is one emotion where people usually regret later on once they have showed the emotion. And very good news is that our next workshop, which I make sure will be on Zoom, is going to be on anger management. Temptation. Very nice. Sahil, give me one example of how a person cannot hold on to the temptation or does not show patience in temptation. Give me one example. Stress, Vrinda, very nice. Deepti, happiness. Joy, very nice. Okay, a bigger fact is that an high IQ level, if you have very high intelligence level, when a smoker hasn't smoked for a while and he easily gets a cigarette. Yes, very nice, Sahil. And in lockdown, I think many smokers are not getting cigarettes or have to buy at a very high price. When you are in a hard situation and you have someone, okay, आप अपनी रियल प्रेजेंट नहीं कर सकते. Yes, yes, in a situation where you feel that you will be judged by other people and then you don't show your real face. Very nice, Shilpi. So an IQ, an intelligent quotient, is not giving you any guarantee of prosperity, prestige, happiness in life, your schools, at your workplace. But what happens is that in our schools, in our upbringing, when our parents tell us to learn things, when we are taught things, okay, that is okay, Neelam. We will share the recording with everyone, okay, and even people who are unable to enter this chat, we will make sure that they get the recording, okay. In our school and in our workplace and in the family traditions, whenever we are going through the upbringing, it is always made sure that there is a lot of emphasis on intelligent quotient. Everyone wants us to be intelligent. Everyone wants us to study a lot of books. Everyone wants us to, yes, everyone wants us to pass all the exams. Okay. But so many people, they lack on emotional intelligence. I have a lot of clients of mine for coaching who are doctors. Okay, now no one can contest the intelligence of a doctor. Okay, they have cleared NEET, they have cleared competitive exams, they have studied so hard, they are intelligent for sure. Okay, Latika, please stop presenting. Okay, no one will present. Okay, so they are so intelligent, but somewhere whenever they have a relationship breakdown, whenever they have emotional issues, they have issues in their family, they have stress, then they have disputes in their family, they are unable to cope up. Even doctors are unable to cope up. Why? Because they were never taught in their degree, in their school, in their college, in their education to develop their emotional quotient. Give me some insights. 17 people, give me some insights about emotional quotient. How has emotional quotient or the lack of emotional quotient has affected you in any way? Having emotional quotient or lack of emotional quotient, has it affected you in any way? Yes, intelligence never depend on degree of we have knowledge and हम concept समझ गए. It's a good way of learning. Very nice, Shilpi. Shilpi is always giving very nice inputs. Not being understood in relationship. Okay, Khwahar Shafi, one challenge which he has faced or has seen people facing. Sahil, not being a good listener. Very nice. Okay, people usually speak very soon. People don't want to listen to the other aspect, other perspective. Okay. Any other example? Give me 17 people, 17 replies. Please be active. I just can see 4 or 5 names. I want all of you to be active. Lack of EQ. Okay, problem is an adjustment. Okay, problem in adjustment. Okay, hiding emotions as a coping. Very nice. Harshul has told. Please everyone mute your audios. There is someone. 1 second. Okay, Latika's audio is muted. Okay. Okay, hiding emotions. Okay, so Harshul has told that sometimes people fear that how will people judge their actual emotion and how will people perceive their actual emotion. Sometimes, suppose I go for at a ride at SL World, and then I feel very fearful about taking a ride. And then what happens is that I tell the person that, oh, I am having stomach ache, or maybe I am not well, or maybe there is this issue, or I am having this pain in somewhere. So I hide my emotions of fear. Give me some more examples very quickly. Vrinda, lashing out during arguments instead of having healthy conversation. Very, very, very nice input by Vrinda. People who lash out, people who are very angry, they are actually kind of defending themselves. They go in the defense mode. They want to build boundaries around themselves. They also have that fear of getting rejected, fear of lack of understanding to others' emotions and situations. Not able to understand other person if we have low EQ. Very nice, Neelam. Conflict in a way, trying to dominate. Okay, very nice, Dinesh. Create defense mechanism. Deepti, very nice. Deepti, again, very nice input. Even Neelam is giving very nice inputs. Everyone is giving very nice inputs. Everyone is participating. Very nice. Okay, why do our parents, why do people in our family, why do our schools don't emphasize on emotional quotient? Why do they think that emotional quotient or developing emotional intelligence is important? Why do they think like that? Okay, Shilpi, person always hide her emotions. जहाँ उसे अपनी कमजोरी सामने आने का डर होता है, it's only in a fear, not only in a fear situation. Very nice, Shilpi. Shilpi, I want to learn more from you. Give me more examples where people hide feelings, they mask feelings, they overlap feelings. Tendency to blame others. Very nice. Waiting for your input, inside Shilpi. And for others, why do our education system does not emphasize on emotional quotient? Because suicides are on the high, people are harming themselves, people are going in depression, people are going to psychiatrists. Even then, schools know all these things. As same as love relationship, they hide with family. Very nice, Shilpi. Social situations for introverts. Very, very nice. Because we think as the person grows, will learn. Okay, Sakina has pointed out, people think that as he gets into the situation, he will learn things. Do you agree that once we face the situation, or once we face the threat, or once we face the problem, we can automatically learn the way how to cope up? Do we have to learn before, or we will automatically learn? Dinesh says, learn to cover own feeling thoughts from childhood onwards, like questioning elders. Dinesh has given a very, very classic example where people learn from their parents when they have seen their parents, their siblings, their grandfathers, grandparents doing something or hiding their feelings or hiding their emotions. They start to learn the same thing. Yes, I will speak a bit louder, okay, and let me know if the voice is audible to you. Showing emotions are considered as a sign of weakness. Bhim Pun, very nice. It's like a social smart. Give me why do people think that showing emotions is a sign of weakness when they themselves have so many weaknesses? Bhim Pun, tell me, why do people think that showing emotions is a sign of weakness when they already have so many weaknesses inside them? Yes, every person learn self coping strategies because जब तक वो खुद से ना learn करते, they never repeat again. Very nice, Shilpi. Dr. Neelam, learn with experience as well. We can enhance EQ. Very nice. Okay, we can learn with experience, but do we have to wait for adversity to learn emotional quotient? Can adversity push us into stress and then the flight response and then depression, or should we learn before? Okay, I'm also waiting for input for Vrinda's comment I missed. Probably because there's not much awareness about importance of EQ. Our education system is still just focused on learning books. There is not much learning related to real life. Very nice. Vrinda, give me one example, one way where we can enhance, where we can improve, where we can create awareness about emotional quotient. How can we create awareness about emotional quotient, Vrinda? One way, maybe through this webinar, if you can reach to many people through YouTube. Okay, tell me one way where we can improve the emotional quotient. Okay, with experience we can learn. Person always hide their emotion and think person never judge me. Okay, yes, true. We cannot learn before that particular situation. We can be conscious, but we cannot be fully prepared. Okay, Sakshi, very nice input. Okay, but Sakshi, I want to, okay, whenever we talk about skills, learning skills in life, okay, do you think people at the time of adversity, not all people they start with their cope up mechanism. Not all people start fighting. Not all people start giving the appropriate response. Most of the people, they go into hiding. Most of the people, they go into their shell when they have when they have a situation which they have not faced before. What can be done in this case? I think children in school should be taught how to meditate. Very nice, Vrinda. Okay, meditation helps you understand your emotions. Meditation helps you connect with your inner self. Meditation takes away, it shows you your true identity. Okay, it removes the layers of those, we could say, illusions from your mind. Okay, you tend to realize your own self, and then when you understand yourself, you can understand other people, others. Yes. Sakshi, one second. Sakshi's comment I'm missing also. Life skills being taught in school. Very nice, Sakshi. To improve emotion. Okay. We can train student to talk with others with open-minded practicing. Okay. Can I am giving you an example. Can, if the school stop being judgmental, because I have seen so many school teachers, they are partial to some students. They are behave differently to other people. They also, based on the marks, they start judging people, and the students, putting them into different categories. They don't see all the students with one eye. Can the teachers change this way? Can they see all the students with one eye and also let them make mistakes so that they can learn from mistakes? Stop criticizing the students more. Can criticism, reducing the criticism, negative criticism among students, can it help improving their emotional quotient? Can it help them analyzing their own feelings? Can it help them expressing themselves better? Shilpi Jaiswal, very nice. Shilpi Jaiswal's comment I missed. Holy books, its help of meditation, exercise, holy books, family, culture, nutrition. Okay, yes, nutrition, exercise, family, culture. Yes, very nice. Holy books, maybe they teach the Quran. It could be the Bhagavad Gita. It could be Guru Granth Sahib. It could be any religious books which give them insight. Okay, very nice. It could be the Bible. Okay, and I think they should teach religious books of different religions so that they get different perspective, and then they can choose their path, their spiritual path, right? In the modern society, one second, children with good marks are considered intelligent. Yes, others bookish. Yes, very nice. Technically they should, but they are humans too. I think there should be counselors in school where students can open up. Okay. Okay, Sakshi, I have one input, because I have some friends who are school counselors, and first of all, I have seen this thing. The counseling process is not kept discreet in schools. It's like almost announced in the school classroom that okay, a certain person is going for counseling, and then the counselor also, because the teacher knows that the person has gone through counseling, she feels or he feels that now. I don't need to pay attention to this child, or maybe this child needs to be taken care only by the counselor. And what happens is that then the person starts feeling like alienated. The person who seeks counseling, he or she himself feels like the taboo part. Do you agree with me, Sakshi? Do you have any inputs? Yeah, okay. Yes, very nice, Harshul. Allowing students to feel angry, frustrated. Okay, because if you do a lot of yes and no, if and don't, you do this, you don't do this. Okay, yes, Sakina agrees in some extent. If you tell students this is right, this is wrong, don't do this. If you do this, you are in this zone. If you do this, you are a good student. Okay, black and white also does not work all the time, because students learn from being in the gray part. They learn from making their mistakes. Okay, constructive learning approach. Very nice, Neelam. We will take some inputs about this. Okay, I want to read Shilpi's comment. Never judge students, because sometimes children are not good in learning, but he is best in other fields. इसलिए टीचर की एबिलिटी होनी चाहिए. वो कैसे बच्चों को दूसरे इंटरेस्ट. Okay. Shilpi, very nice input. I want to highlight Shilpi's point to everyone that suppose everyone has a particular talent. Yes, think out of the box. Everyone has a particular talent. Some people are good in painting, some like photography, some are good in economics, some like dancing, some have a hobby as an acting, some people are good in writing. So everyone has a particular talent, even other than your academic strengths. So always highlight and appreciate the children as they grow up, okay, to know that they have something good in them. And one more thing, okay, as someone pointed out, emotional intelligence. Okay, a lot of our emotional intelligence training has already happened in our childhood. Okay, because now when we are discussing all these things, somewhere down we also realize that there were certain mistakes which were knowingly, unknowingly, I would say unknowingly committed by our parents, our teachers, our upbringing, because they did not have so much of knowledge about parenting and positive parenting at that time. So we also feel that our personality is also influenced by our upbringing in some way, and our emotional intelligence, development of emotional intelligence or underdevelopment of emotional intelligence is dependent on our childhood. Do you agree that you are what you are a result of your childhood with respect to emotional intelligence in some way? In the modern society, men blindly want to be pretentious. Okay, alphas. Yes, Sahil. I will want some more insight. And they concentrate more on masculinity and somehow see emotions as a sign of being feminine. Very nice. Okay, alpha male. Okay, Sahil, I want you to educate everyone on what is the alpha male and how did this start? How did people start pretending or wanting to be an alpha male? And why do they feel that alpha male will attract them something good in life? We are a result of what we have experienced before the age of 7 years. Very nice, Harshul. Good teacher should accept the students according to a level of expectations. Very nice. Okay, now I'll also see the chat, but let's proceed. Okay, there are four skills that make up your emotional intelligence. Okay, I when we were in Zoom, I had the slideshow to show all of you, but now later on I will be sharing the slideshow possible with on WhatsApp or maybe email. But now for now, just pay attention to what I'm saying and be active in the chat. Okay, four different types of emotional intelligences and divided into two categories. Initially, alphas were the leaders of the pack. Okay, leaders, very nice. When men went hunting for food, and we have we have same expectations. Very nice. Okay, so pretending to be leaders, not having qualities of leaders, but pretending to be leaders. अगर बच्चे की जो भी results हो, अगर parents and teachers accept result positive way, very nice, Shilpi. Giving acceptance to your children, okay, accepting their flaws also, okay, and then motivating them to perform better. Very nice. We live in a patriarchal society. Is not sexist. Patriarchy is mentality which both men and women have. Yes, Sakshi. So here we are not pointing out at just one gender, but I think Shahil pointed out that some men feel like if they are alpha men, or they appear to be masculine, or they have a very good physique, and then they have a very deep voice, and they show themselves in a certain way, they could attract something good in life. Okay, maybe, and that attract good in life also refers to attracting the opposite sex, I suppose. Okay, two major categories of emotional intelligence. First is personal competence, second is social competence. Okay. Personal competence, we have self awareness. What is self awareness? What is self management? What is social awareness? What is relationship management? Give me, what is your insight? Self awareness, self management, social awareness, relationship management. Self awareness. What is self awareness? Self management, social awareness, relationship management, awareness of your abilities. Okay, I'm asking what is self awareness. Let's start with self awareness. Okay, very nice, Neelam. Knowing about your strengths and weaknesses, being brutally honest to yourself. Very nice, Sahil. Very nice. I like the way Sahil drafts his sentences and the choice of words. Very nice, Sahil. Sakshi, being self aware is to have full depth. And somehow, if I miss some of your comments, okay, because I'm not doing it intentionally, but sometimes the chat is going on too fast. So please, you can again type your query so that I can see. To know strengths and weaknesses. Okay, self awareness is awareness of what makes you feel good. Okay, what makes you feel habit. Okay, it makes you conscious of your actions, reaction, habits, behaviors. Okay, again, pay attention to me. Consciously being aware of your actions. I will also say your thoughts. Consciously available of your thoughts. What am I thinking? Actions, reactions, habits, behaviors. Habits is good habits, bad habits. Behaviors also positive, negative. Reactions also. Next is self management. What is self management? Self management. We all know business management. What is self management? Manage our thoughts, habits. Okay, Priyanka, very nice. Welcome, Priyanka. Okay, very self management. How we manage our thoughts, managing your thoughts, emotions, actions. Okay. Okay, now what is management? Management means, suppose there is a topic which is called money management. What is money management? Give me what is money management. Then we talk about self management. What is money management? What is money management? Very fast. Shilpi, very nice. Yes, controlling your financing, budgeting. Okay. सिंपल लैंग्वेज में मनी मैनेजमेंट. सब लोग फाइनेंस गुरु हैं यहाँ पे. सिंपल लैंग्वेज मनी मैनेजमेंट. यस, प्रियंका, प्रियंका, साक्षी, शिल्पी, ख्वाहर, thank you very much. If I miss someone, I'm so sorry. Money management is spend money according to income. Okay, how taking care of your budget, how much you spend, how much you save. Okay, and where you spend, where you save. So suppose if I talk about self management and it is about my thoughts, where you spend your thoughts, your time is very important. Where you spend your thoughts, how you spend your thoughts, how much you spend your thoughts, and what kind of thoughts they are, positive or negative. Okay, we can always spend money in something good, something bad. Okay, we can spend in buying something which is useful to us, or we can just spend anywhere where it goes waste. Second is again reaction. What are my reaction, what are my actions, how much I spend, where I spend, why I spend. Habits, where do I spend my time in my habits, where do I spend in my behaviors. So yes, money management is spending according to income. So if you agree, type yes. Any questions, ask. Self management means that you think that your actions, thoughts, reactions, habits, behaviors are your money. Your actions, thoughts, reactions, habits, behavior are money, are very 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 precious. If you have something very precious, you will take care of how to spend it. You will spend it. Yes, you will spend it through with caution. Okay, if you have something very precious, you will take care of how you are going to spend and where you are going to spend. Even anger, if anger is precious. Okay, tell me how anger is precious. Very fast, quickly be active in the chat. 12 people. How anger is precious. How anger is precious. We always say anger is bad. Why anger is precious? All emotions are very precious. Why anger is precious? As a defense. Okay. Okay, yes. Very simple example of a teacher, of a person who is a policeman. Okay, where he wants to have discipline among other people, then anger can use as a positive tool. But suppose if he does not use anger, which is the money, his money, emotions are money, then what happens is that the crime rate will increase. Yes, the crime rate will increase. Suppose if I use anger very frequently, very frequently, and I just use my anger on everyone because it's like money, so it will have a negative impact on other people. It will make people judge me. It will also have negative self image. So all the emotions are like our money, and you should hold very tightly to your money. If you are understanding, type yes. Any questions, please write. Very nice, Sakshi. Yes. Or no. 12 people. I want 12 people in the chat. Other people who could not join because of this lame software, we will share this recording with them, and I want them to see that how active all of you are in this chat. I want other people who could not join to see this. No, never control very tightly, it's manage carefully. Shilpi, very nice input. Okay, very very nice input. I like people when they correct me. Okay, Shilpi says that don't be very harsh on yourself with respect to managing emotions. Who agrees with Shilpi? And what is Shilpi trying to say? No, never manage very tightly. Okay, I want some people to elaborate what Shilpi is saying. Never control very tightly. बहुत लोग ऐसे भी बोलते हैं पैसे को जितना पकड़ो उतना भागता है. How much you save money, the money is spent very easily. Give me some insights. What is Shilpi trying to say? She says that if you try very, very, very hard to control your emotions or manage yourself, chances are that you will fail. You have to do it. It could be with love, it could be with self love, affection, care, patience. Yes, very nice. Saturation point. Can be outburst. Yes, Deepti, very nice. Deepti and Shakshi. Shakshi, I really appreciate. One second. Sorry, Shilpi, I really appreciate your comment. Very, very nice comment. Because I did not pay attention to that part, and you corrected me. Very nice. Very thankful to you. So Shilpi says, because if as same as money or emotion control in positive or negative, it's harmful for our development. Okay, it can harm us internally. Sakina, very nice. Deepti, very nice. If we hold on too tight, things are that it is going to be inside us and it's going to affect us internally. If we hold it too tight, one day will be that there will be an outburst, and then if we do not want people to get hurt by us, that will happen automatically. Type yes, no, questions, insights, be active. Okay, what is, yes, psychosomatic problems. Okay, what happens is that if you have anger inside you which is unaddressed, which you are not showing to other people, you are not venting out, what happens is that you will have physical symptoms which do not have a sign of physical illness. Psychosomatic, very nice. Deepti. What is social awareness? Blood pressure, very nice. So there was a rise in my blood pressure when this application called Zoom told me that the meeting will end in 10 minutes. And then when I got this Google software, it helped me relax. Lack of sleep, anger makes you a slave, and it has mob like attitude. Sahil Chatwani, because if you are angry, you don't know what degree of anger is just enough. Yes, anger takes over you. Yes. What is social awareness? Coming next to social awareness, we have spoken about self awareness, being aware, self management. What is social awareness? Awareness of your environment. Okay, social awareness is the ability to understand the emotions of people around you. Give me one example why you should understand emotions of people around you. Why should I understand what the other person is suffering from? Bringing more information to everyone's knowledge. To interact appropriately. Okay, for counseling, very nice. Priyanka wants to find clients everywhere, very nice. Being empathic and compassionate towards others, very nice. Sakshi, Shakshi, I really like this comment. Okay, empathic. Why? Because we also want people to be okay. Yes, we also want people around us to be empathetic towards us. We also want people to recognize our feelings. We also want people to respect our feelings. We also want people to not be very rude to us. Okay, we also don't want people to be very mean to us. And then, if we want all these things from the society, we are also should be willing to give all these things to the society. Okay, Silpi says, Shilpi, whenever you start a sentence and when you start Hindi, I really like that Hindi part. अगर पर्सन अपने साथ साथ आसपास के लोगों के बारे में, सोसाइटी के कल्चर, हैप्पीनेस एंड कंफर्टेबल को एक्सेप्ट करता है, सो इट्स गुड. यू हैव सोशल अवेयरनेस. वेरी नाइस शिल्पी. फॉर हेल्दी रिलेशनशिप, डिवोटिंग डेवलपिंग रैपो विद अदर्स फॉर हेल्दी. वेरी नाइस एवरीवन. नीलम, प्रियंका, Lakshmi. Social awareness is not you have lot of friends on FB. Okay, how many friends all of you have on FB? Write down the number of friends all of you have on FB. Neelam, right. Social awareness means even if 600, 450. Khwahar Shafi. Everyone thumbs up for Mr. Shafi or Miss Shafi. I'm unaware of the gender. Not on FB. 2020 is a person you should bow down to. Is a person who shows self-discipline. Shilpi only 120. Okay. Mr. Shafi, yes, very nice. 250 Deepti. Okay, so what happens is that people around us, okay, if we are aware of what they are feeling, what they are going through, it will help us tweak our reaction. What happens is that sometimes, let me give an example. Sometimes maybe your husband or your wife comes from office and then that person says, okay, what is in food? And you say that, okay, we have dal rice. He says, why every day dal rice? I don't like dal rice. Why do you make this every day? It's so irritating. And maybe you have not made dal rice for a very long time. Now, if you have high emotional intelligence, you would realize that this person has some issues or some feedback from the office where he had a bad day, and then it is reflecting in his behavior at home. So then what would you say to that person is that, okay, if you don't like dal rice, let me order something which you really like, or let me cook something immediately for you, or maybe let me know what would you like to have. So you can actually take ownership of the situation. You can have ownership of the type yes or no if you agree, disagree. Also give me examples where you can use social awareness for your rescue. Where can you use social awareness for your rescue? How have you used social awareness for your rescue? How have all of you used social awareness for rescuing yourself, rescuing others, helping others, understanding others? Very quickly, safeguarding vulnerable. Okay, some more details. How have you used social awareness till now? Participants, please. Okay, elderly person abused at home. Very, very, very honest reply, and I would say a very nice way to help other people, and very, very much needed. Watching signs of that abuse. Kohar Shafi, very nice. Whenever I see my brother is angry, I stay calm and give him some space. Very nice, Sakina. And you know when I was in school, and now my sister is married, and that time I used to see that I never used to understand my sister, and even she never used to understand me, and then we used to fight and throw things and pillows on each other. We used to have each other's chocolates and things, and then fight continuously, and never we used to understand. Sometimes we don't understand our parents, what struggles they go through, how much pain they go through, what are their sacrifices. We don't know how to behave with our parents. We don't know how should we talk to our parents. We don't know the tone we should talk with our parents. We don't know when we should say them thank you, when we should say sorry to them. Okay, whenever I see my brother is angry. Okay, very nice, Sakina. Thumbs up for you, Deepti. Children becoming demanding in lockdown. Okay. Okay, children are becoming demanding in lockdown. How will Deepti, how will you use social awareness to control them? Sakshi, I fed stray dogs every day and play with them. Very, very nice. Sakshi, I also love stray dogs. In fact, always I have huge packets of biscuit in my car, and whenever I find time, I do feed them. ओके, शिल्पीज कमेंट, ये कोई एक दिन से नहीं होता, अगर हम अपने लोगों से कनेक्टेड है रियली में, देन वी नो ऑल फीलिंग वेरी इजीली। बिकॉज मेरी मम्मी ने एक हैबिट डाली है, हम जहाँ से भी घर आते हैं अपने पूरे दिन की हर बातें शेयर करते हैं, इससे किसो अगर वी आर स्ट्रेस mother easily know. Okay, Shilpi, very nice. She says that everyone should have a person to talk to, everyone should have a cope up mechanism, everyone should have a vent out, a person which they trust, where they can speak everything which they feel, where they are not judged. Okay, someone who is like a counselor, but the person is a family member or someone close to us, maybe a friend. Very nice, Shilpi. Quickly moving ahead, what is relationship management? Relationship management very fast, नहीं तो आगे जाएंगे अभी जल्दी जल्दी. Whenever you will meet with anyone, meet or talk with smile. Very nice. Priyanka, very nice. What is relationship management? Very nice, Shafi. Expectations को manage करना. We should have one person in our life with whom we can share our everything. Very nice, Neelam. Relationship management, equal giving, equal receiving. Very nice, Sahil. Very, very nice, Sahil. It means whatever you want, desire from your partner, you should be willing to give the same thing. There should be trust. You should never break the trust of your partner. Okay, cheating is never allowed in a relationship. If you want to cheat in a relationship, always get out of the relationship. Okay, you leave that partner and then you can cheat. You are free to be with anyone. Mutual, no manipulation. Very nice. Manipulation क्या होता है, साहिल? Because nowadays so many people they say that their partner is manipulative. What is manipulation? Letting go small things. Okay, very nice. Sakina, give me one example of some small things which people hold on to. Some small things which people never let go. Accepted person जैसा वो है, never want to change. Very nice, शिल्पी. हर person को accept करना जैसा वो है, उससे बहुत ज़्यादा expectations नहीं रखनी change होने की. Mutual understanding, two-way street, two wheels are very important in a vehicle, because your partner trusts you and you taking advantage to manipulate. Very nice. Non-judgmental, very nice. In relationship, give equally and accept positive and negative both aspect of partner. Give me one or two insights more, then we move ahead. Okay, like once someone said me, I am not good looking. It's okay. It's their way of perceiving. Okay, Sakina, if someone tells me, anyone, you are not good looking, how should we reply to such a person who tells you that you are not good looking? They tell it to you on my face or on your face. What should we tell to them? Relationship itself says relationship. Okay. Relationship. Very nice input by Harshul Arora. Says taking a journey on a ship and learn to relate with each other. I will save this, Harshul. Very nice insight you have given me about relationship. See, because all of us here, we are there to learn, and that would have been so nice if we could have got at least 40 members. We had 40 members in Zoom, and if we had all of those, it would be so much fun. But we will make sure that we have this webinar on another subject again, specifically on time. We are going to do it on anger management. Your eyes are not good, that's why you see bad in me. Very nice, Neelam. Very nice, Neelam. This is okay. This is a very good response. I don't think that person will ever think of telling something like this. Take it. If I give a reply, it's gonna keep going on and on. Okay, Sakina. Okay, Sakina. Suppose, tell me, if you give them a response, will that make you lighter, or not replying them will make you lighter? Because two people can react in a different way. Sahil is going to say, I say I look better than your dad. Okay, very nice. But do you think again then this is going to take a bad turn in the conversation? I want something balance in between, which is not very. It does not feel that you are a coward, and it does not feel that they have agitated you. Something in between. Don't show agitation. Don't show cowardness. Anything in between. Not replying to negative things make me lighter. Okay, so Neelam's mechanism is very nice. She does not want to take negative things ahead. Okay, Shilpi, very nice. If you have to explain something in a relationship, then that relationship is not worth pursuing. Like I thought I looked even worse. Okay, but Sahil, I think we should avoid using self-depreciating humor because uh, you could use that, but sometimes I feel that you know that it is humor. I don't know the other person will be able to realize it or no. I feel pretty, so yeah. Sakshi, I like your comment. Okay, give them a humoristic reply. Very nice. I like Sakshi's comment. I'll say I feel pretty, so I guess I am pretty. Okay, this is very nice. This is like an self-affirming belief. Very nice. Self-affirmation is very nice. Just saying thank you. Okay. Okay, how to improve your self awareness? We are now going to talk about how to improve your self awareness one by one. How to improve? Okay, pay attention to whatever I'm saying. If you want, you can write down on this chat and then you can screenshot whatever I'm saying, or you can write down on a piece of paper. Whatever I'm saying, one person can. I'll tell Neelam. Okay, Neelam, because you are active. Neelam, whatever I'm saying, I'm telling you, giving you ways to improve your self awareness. You just write down the points so that people can screenshot also. Be present with your breathing. Very nice. Meditation. Number one way to improve your, very nice, Neelam. Number one way to improve your self awareness, write down one of you. Stop judging your feelings. Write down, stop judging your feelings. Next is feel your feelings when they are present for you: happiness, sadness, anger, fear, or shame. Be mindful. Okay, keep a journal about your feelings and emotions. Journal at the end of each day to reflect your day. Okay, someone told me journaling. Very nice. Very nice. Know and practice your core values. Core values क्या होता है? Cognitive distancing. Okay, explain me what is cognitive distancing, Sahil. And for all of you, one question coming up is what are core values? And tell me some of your core values. What is cognitive distancing? Anyone? And what are your core values? What is core values and what are your core values? Distancing yourself from the judgment and seeing something the way it's meant to be seen. Okay, what I will do is, I would call this, very nice, Sahil. I really like the way you explain. I will tell it probing. Probing. What is probing? Probing means finding out what is true in the statement, finding out what is true in your thought, finding out what is true in other person's comment. Only accepting the part which is true in all sense. Core values are belief system. Okay, Sakshi's core value is being transparent. Everyone give me one core value which you never ever change in yourself, which you never contest. What is your core value? Whatever happens, I will never leave my core value. Honesty, very nice, Shafi. Quahar Shafi, very nice. Being empathetic, very nice. If I'm right, I never give up. Very nice. Even my core value is honesty. Harshul, very nice. Open mindedness. Okay, a person who is open minded can learn so many things. It's like he can also experiment with lot of values. Like if I get fired from the job, we say I got fired because I'm worthless, or I'll never find another job, I'm worthless, and I'll. Okay, okay. One more thing. Suppose let me give an example on the basis of what Sahil has mentioned. I really like that input. Suppose I go for a job interview today and I'm not selected. Then I go for a job interview tomorrow and I'm not selected. And then third day also I'm not selected. Now suppose a thought comes in my mind, because we have two enemies: thoughts from outside and our own self thoughts. So my thought or the other person's thought or input tells me that you are such a failure, you always never get selected in an interview, there is something wrong with you. Okay, now I have to contest this thought, the cognitive thing. Okay, I have to contest my thought and the other person's thought. Okay, is it true that every time I fail, have I ever been successful in a job interview? Have I been selected before this? Have I performed well before this? Is the other person, or are my thoughts telling right to me? Okay, is there some logic behind it? Is it rational? Is it irrational? So you have to post-mortem your own thoughts or the other person's thought. Agree, not agree, any input for me? You have to contest your own thoughts. Being compassionate, mindedness. Okay, Deepti agrees, Sakshi agrees. Sahil, I really like that input. That if you really want to be self-aware and improve your self-awareness, first of all, you have to stop. Yeah, you have to stop accepting everything what your inner critic says, and stop accepting everything what other people say. Or, acha, one more question I want to ask you. Okay, who is a judge? Who is a judge? Tell me, who is a judge? Not agree. Shilpi does not agree because I think that this is something best for me and every failure give me. Okay, Shilpi, right in some way. I want to talk about something different. And everyone can have their own point of view. No one is right, no one is wrong. Everything is unique. Whatever applies to me cannot apply to other person. Shilpi is unique. I am unique. Harshul is unique. So everyone has their unique set of, yes, core values. Who is a judge? Tell me very quickly. Me, self. Okay. No, now I'm not talking about in your case. Who is a judge in general? The career. Who is a judge? Everyone is studied lawyer. I'm talking about the career judge. Who is a judge? टाइम इज द बेस्ट जज. बाप रे, सब लोग फिलोसफिकल हो गए यहाँ पे. तो मैंने तो सिंपल क्वेश्चन पूछा, हु इज अ जज. ओके, a person who has studied a degree in law and has gained a considerable experience in law as a lawyer, practicing lawyer, advocate, and then he goes on to become a judge. I am talking about this judge. और सब लोग ने तो यहाँ पे बहुत भारी ज्ञान हो गया. माई सेल्फ, पर्सनल सोल, टाइम. Okay, now why am I saying this? Okay, very nice. Okay, thank you so much, Neelam is very good listener. Okay, now why I'm telling this about this judge thing. Okay, a person who has taken his training as a lawyer, okay, and who has practiced law for so many years and gained experience, that person can become a judge. Now tell me, someone tells you don't look good. Is that person herself or himself a beauty pageant winner, is a Miss World or Miss Universe, or does she or he has the capacity to judge you? You have to also see what is the authenticity, or what is the authority of the person. One very big tool which I use. Okay, I use this tool on a regular basis, that whenever someone tells me something, okay, which disturbs me, or whenever my inner critic tells me something which disturbs me, I ask, is this coming from a person who is authorized to give me judgment? Suppose someone tells me something about my career, about my job, about my finances, or about how I look. Is the other person perfectionist, or is the other person achiever in that particular field? Is he entitled to be that authoritative person to be a judge? So if that person is not a judge, straight away neglect whatever input you are getting. Agree, disagree? Shilpa, one second. Shilpi, sorry. Shilpi, do you disagree? I thought you always disagree with me. Agree, disagree, any input? Sahil agrees. Shilpi, no agree means not agree or agree. I'm so fearful. Do you agree or no, Shilpi? Agree. Oh, thank God. Agree, I might listen to my mentor criticizing. Okay, Sahil, very good input. Someone who has an authority. If you really want to improve your self management, always pay attention to someone who has authority. Okay, how to improve your social awareness? Now, coming to social awareness. Social awareness, how to improve social awareness. I'm highlighting the points. If Neelam can take care of it, that is all okay. If you miss out, greet people by name. Always, 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 always greet people by name. Tell them, Sahil, it's a very good input. Always greet people by name. Practice reflecting, listening in your conversations and focus on other person. Ask open-ended questions to create a greater dialogue. Okay. Look for opportunities to praise someone. Okay, many people are studying psychology here and many would be psychologists also. I am sure you know what is open-ended question. How to ask open-ended question. Someone please tell me how to ask open-ended question. Okay, watch body language of others. Be present with whoever you are with. Give them your attention. Be intuitive. Okay, and also take time to praise other people. Deepti, answer it in detail. Deepti, what are you referring to? I just forgot your conversation. Okay, what is open-ended question? Yes, yes, yes. Why, what, where? Very nice. Intuitive, okay. Answers not having yes or no. Very nice. Okay. Closed-ended questions are that who have a set range of answers. Okay. Open-ended questions where you can have a great detail. Okay. Okay. One very nice input I want to give you. I have used this personally. I'm not giving you the exact example, but for example, someone tells me, Gurpreet, you look ugly. Gurpreet, you look ugly. I will reply to this person. Okay, I assume that this is your point of view that I look ugly, but I would like to know what about me do you find which is not beautiful or which is ugly. Tell me, give me insights. Be very precise with me. Can I ask such a question? And I think then that person would have to think twice. Can I reply in such manner? Yes. Okay. Again, two important things, three important things for social awareness. Always use name of the other person. Ask open-ended question. No, शिल्पी मेरे पीछे पड़ गई है. Shilpi, then why should I not answer in such a way? And what should be a proper reply? Shilpi Jaiswal. Shilpi, what makes you think that I should not answer in the way I framed the sentence and any better way to answer it? How would you answer it, Shilpi? सिंपल, हमें किसी को भी एक्सप्लेन नहीं करना है. ओके शिल्पी, हियर वी आर नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट एक्सप्लेनिंग द अदर पर्सन. हियर वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट वी being able to know the exact detail what that person means to say. because usually people make statements which are like plain, bland, and generalized statements. So in order to know that what is the specific part of the statement, that is why we do this. I am best, no one can judge us. Shilpi. Okay. Again, Shilpi, okay, we are talking about not agreeing with the person, but getting specific inputs from the person. Getting inputs from the person, that what is he hinting at? What about me he doesn't like? Not because I want to change. Okay, again, Shilpi, we are not asking that person what is he hinting at, because I want to change, or I want to know what is wrong with me, or what is ugly about me, because we want that person to reflect. This is better answer because here is chance of improving ourselves. Okay, one is this thing. Shilpi, I want you to agree with me one or two times. I'm so demotivated every time you disagree with me. Okay, next is what can I do to improve my emotional. Shilpi, you don't need to be sorry at all. No need to be sorry. You can disagree with me 100 times. It was just said in humor. We all are open to disagreeing with each other. The more we disagree, the more questions come up and the more we learn. Okay, improving your relationship. Okay, be open about yourself and be curious about others. Okay, you know about yourself, and then you also want to know about others. Live within your value system of honesty, respect, integrity. Suppose your value system is that I want to say, अगर हमें कुछ बदलना भी है तो किसी को बता के क्यों करें. Okay, I agree with Shilpi's point. Okay, anyone who can also contest Shilpi or give her better answer or ask her something are also open to ask. Okay, value system. Whatever is my value system, if my value system is to never cheat anyone, if my value system is to always have that mutual respect, care, trust, never to abuse anyone physically, verbally, emotionally, never to manipulate anyone, I should stick to my value system if I want to improve my relationship. Agree, disagree, yes, no, questions. Next is always communicate the more with other person. Thank God, Shilpi. Take responsibility of your part. Okay, relationship is a two-side thing. Okay, if I say that okay, my wife or only my husband have to change, no, it will not happen like this. Both of them have to do their own part. If you do your own part well, then both of you always will be able to live peacefully. Explain your decisions. Very important thing. I want someone to highlight this part. For improving your relationship management, you should explain your decisions. Okay, now Shilpi, you could say that why should I explain my decisions to other people, because what I am doing is perfect and I don't need judgment from other people and I don't want other people to explain me anything. Should we explain our decisions to other person in relationship? रिलेशनशिप में कॉम्प्रोमाइज करना पड़ता है, ठीक है. ओके, व्हाई शुड वी एक्सप्लेन आवर डिसीजंस? सपोज आई विल गिव यू वेरी स्मॉल एग्जांपल. ओके, सपोज माय वाइफ कम्स टू मी एंड टेल, बार बार वाइफ और हस्बैंड का एग्जांपल दूं तो मेरी वाइफ भी सुनेगी रिकॉर्डिंग, तो मैं और कोई एग्जांपल देता हूँ, ठीक है. तो सपोज रिलेशनशिप में हम इसलिए रहते हैं ताकि वी फील सेफ एंड हैप्पी, एंड ऑल्सो वी मेक द अदर पर्सन फील सेफ एंड हैप्पी. वेरी नाइस टू मेक अंडरस्टैंड अदर पीपल. यस, सो सपोज okay, where was I? Okay, suppose one of my friend tells me that tomorrow let's go at this place, or maybe go for an outing, and that time I tell him that oh, sorry, I can't come. Okay, I am busy. Some people, whenever we tell them that I am busy, they feel like this. Why? Because they have low emotional intelligence. Because if my friend has low emotional intelligence, because we also spoke about social awareness. Social awareness means my emotional intelligence is high and I want to help people who have low emotional intelligence. So suppose if my friend's emotional intelligence is low, are you understanding type Y? If my friend's emotional intelligence is less, I will understand what he's thinking. My friend could think that Okay, he is telling me I am busy means he does not respect me, or he does not like my company, or he does not want to be with me, or he does not want to go with me. And because his emotional intelligence is low, he might think in this way. So if I have high emotional intelligence, what I will do is that I will tell him, yes, overthinking, if my friend is overthinking, but if I can know that he is overthinking, I can avoid the situation. What I can say is, tomorrow I can't come with you because tomorrow I have a very important meeting with my boss. Tomorrow I have a dinner with my wife. Tomorrow is my anniversary. I have a meal with my wife. Tomorrow I am taking my kids to this playground or something. So a person who wants to improve relationship and is socially aware also, he will also try to understand other person's context and will help that person not overthink. Do you think we should do this? But I believe the boundaries in relationship should be maintained because it does lead to codependency. Okay, Deepti, thank you. Priyanka, thank you. Sakshi, thank you. Harshul, again your comment. Because it does lead to codependency. Boundaries maintained. Okay. Should this be mutually maintained boundaries? Because I have seen some couples where the husband has some boundaries or the wife has some boundaries, but the wife is not aware of the husband's boundaries, the husband is not aware of the wife boundaries, and that is why what they feel is that husband feels wife is neglecting me, wife feels husband is neglecting me. But how to overcome Sakshi, are you talking about overcoming your overthinking or helping the other person, where your friend, to stop overthinking? Busy is not a reason or excuse, because if you really in a relationship, is it husband and wife, parents or something else, वक्त निकाल ही लेते हैं, क्योंकि कोई भी आपका पूरा वक्त नहीं चाहता. ठीक है. Shilpi, I have this, but do you think there is something called priority in life? Suppose right now I am having this webinar, and at the same time got a call from my wife. Is that because I have a very small kid, a 3 months old baby? And suppose my wife were to say, "Arey, please hold this baby for a while. I'm your wife, and I'm your wife. Let's sit together and chat, and let's sit and cuddle together, or let's have a meal together." So I would tell her, right now it's not possible for me because I am having this webinar and it was pre-planned, and I told you about this webinar. And after this webinar, surely we'll have a great time. Do you think I can do this? Should I do this? About the boundary part, can I do this? म्यूचुअल होनी चाहिए. दो पल ही आप जो भी वक्त अपने रिलेशनशिप को दे, इट्स फुलफिल फॉर बोथ ऑफ यू. ओके. साहिल, नो फॉर व्हाट? साहिल, व्हाट इज दिस नो फॉर? Okay, Harshul, I believe Shilpi